I'm not sure if Don really fully understands the true impact he's had on people's lives.
I think he inspired us to put faith into action, to not just be comfortable with it, but to go out and live it and make a difference in other people's lives.
Don is a true Wesleyan in that he has this passion for Christ that moves him into the world, into service.
It's that seeing the need in another person that compels him into action.
He absolutely was called by God to be a servant leader through the church.
His ministry at Spring Valley and Lover's Lane are really, truly legendary in terms of what he accomplished at those two churches.
His witness really captured what Methodism believes, and his faithfulness to the people built up Lover's Lane, specifically around his commitment to seeing the laity as equal.
And he brought this church to a place of great prominence, particularly by involving the laity in ministry and starting some very important outreach ministries here in this city.
He is a person who has, throughout his long career and today, continues to be transformative with people who meet him and know him.
He believes in people. He wants people to claim their worth as a child of God.
Don Benton has a heart for ministry and a heart for the church and a heart for Dallas like no other.
From his Spring Valley United Methodist Church days and Lover's Lane United Methodist Church days, everybody in Dallas knows who Don Benton is.
His touch is literally throughout this city and at Methodist Hospital.
Dr. Benton has been involved with Methodists for over 30 years in a variety of different board roles. He has, in many respects, represented the Methodist Church in the North Texas Conference with the Methodist Health System.
What he gives to the health system is the validity that it's an ongoing entity and does great work, or he wouldn't be associated with it.
His impact with Methodist has really been ensuring that we maintain our fidelity to our founding principles, which he embodies and lives so beautifully.
The thing that stands out to Methodist Health System for most people is historically the cross on top of the hill.
One of the noteworthy things that Dr. Benton did for Methodist Health System was he was picked to help us really to lead the initiative to design the cross that's on top of Methodist Dallas. So when Don met the architect and partnered with Don to design it, he said, "I'm a crossologist." And of course, there's no such word as a crossologist. That was just Don being Don. But if there was a crossologist, it would be Don Benton.
That pretty much personifies who Don is. Don's ministry and his vision for how to bring the cross into all of our lives is so powerful. Today, every facility of Methodist Health System has a cross designed into its front, its top, its side. It's a signifier, and Don Benton was key to how Methodist Health System is seen in our community today.
He's lived his life very much in service to our Lord, and he has married really good organizational skills with wisdom, compassion, passion for life, and all of those things together make Don, the perfect guy to name our new corporate boardroom after.
There was a group of about 8 or 9 of us got together with Dr. Mansfield to figure out what we're going to call the new boardroom. And the first name we came up with was Don Benton. And everybody unanimously said, that's the man we want this named after.
It was a consensus of thought that he both embodied the faith traditions of our Methodist health system, as well as good stewardship and good organization. And those are all attributes that we aspire to accomplish in every decision and every meeting that we have, with our board and with our board committees and with other groups that will use that conference room.
I went to see Don in the hospital with a rendering of the boardroom to ask for his permission. He got tears in his eyes. He was truly, truly grateful for this recognition, and it's one that I think he truly deserves.
Walking past Don's name on the room, going into the room, it just kind of elevates, I think, everyone's expectation of themselves, because we know how Don, would have wanted us to conduct our business, and our intent is to ensure that we do conduct that business as we should as a faith-based organization.
We're talking about not just a name on a room, but we're talking about a name that represents so much more than just a room. But that room becomes a place where we center our thanksgiving and really our praise for what God has done through his servant, Don Benton.